Okay, this is a teaching that I believe Jesus had me make in order to emphasize the importance of becoming a little child. I mean, he calls it to me a discipline of being a little kid. The discipline of play, which I will go into. All right, here we go. The discipline of being a little kid. Matthew 18:3. And said, Verily I say unto you, except ye be converted and become as little children, ye shall not enter into the kingdom of God. Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is greatest in the kingdom of heaven. Is it really that simple? Yes, you can discipline yourself to be a little child. How? And this is from a Facebook story. Here it plays a Sweet Child of Mine song. She's got childlike mystery and I don't know the exact words, but basically he's talking about how she's a little child, oh sweet child of mine. Woo! Okay, next slide. So maybe go back. You can discipline yourself to be a little child. How? Through the discipline of play. Ever notice that you don't play anymore? Something that we did all the time when we were younger. And I felt an emphasis to actually swear. You know, I believe Jesus can make us swear sometimes to put emphasis on things. Yeah. I mean, swear words have a way to catch our attention, right? We know they're naughty. So here's the phrase he gave me. Why the hell not? What is wrong with us? And I thought about, I had a friend tell me once. So I had a friend who was black, and I was said to him, say, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we lived like 100 years ago? Like, I wonder what it'd be like to live like that. And he looked at me and he goes, I'm black, Aaron. I would be a slave. And then he goes, what is wrong with you? And I was like, oh yeah, sorry. Didn't really think that, but anyways. Yeah, moving along. What is wrong with us? Whoops. We must unlearn what we have learned. We must discipline ourselves on how to play again. Oh, I want to show you. So we got Yoda. That's the famous Yoda quote there, right? You must unlearn what you have learned to become a Jedi. And here we got the great masters of play, the most excellent Bill S. Preston and Ted Theodore Logan. They are great examples of how we can play. So here we go. So yeah, we must unlearn what we have learned. We must discipline ourselves on how to play again, or we aren't going to make it. Our life will be destruction, chaos, misery. And the world, if the world would start, don't you think if the world would start to play a little bit, start to have a little bit of fun, maybe we could get rid of some of these wars and this murders and all these lasciviousness, whoredoms, and all these kind of things that the Bible likes to chat about. Challenge. I want you to ask one person today if they can come play with you. Remember, as kids, we used to always say that, hey, can so-and-so come out and play? You'd ask, the mom and dad or your friend's place. So that's the challenge. I honestly don't think I have the guts to do that, but I will try. Yeah, I was thinking about if I went to work and just said, hey, do you want to come play with me? Like my coworker. Oh, that feels uncomfortable. But yeah. I'll see if I can figure something out. Of course, I'm gonna do it in a wise way. It's like, oh, he's a weirdo. You don't want to necessarily be a weirdo, but we want to bring the spirit of play, and that's kind of the principle behind this challenge, is to get us thinking as a little child. A little child has no problem saying that. I remember when I was in my teenage years and I stopped being as much of a little child. I had a friend that used to come over to my house. I think I was 17 years old, and he used to say, hey, do you want to come out and play? And I used to think to myself, oh, you're so uncool, man. Why are you saying that? And yeah. But now I'm like, actually, he was converted. He was being a little child. I was like, good job, buddy. And I do want to come out and play. Oop, my phone shutting off on me. Okay, here we go. I honestly don't think I have the guts to do that, but I will try. Here's to disciplining ourselves to being little kids. And then I got just a, a little kid. They always have that, just that wonder, and that they're always so happy. You can get them giggling, just have a little bit of fun with them. They're so like responsive and just having a good time. Like, imagine if we as adults were able to have a discipline when we have that type of wonder. Holy cow, what would that do to the world? Talk about a beautiful culture we would have. And then I may just kind of be playful here. I said at the end, we got this, boo. And then I got Chris Farley. You're going to be in a van down by the river. And of course, we have the millennials. What kind of van are we talking about? So, yeah. And this is kind of a symbol of, the what Pink Floyd would call it, the machine, or brick in the wall. You need to behave. You need to get in there and get a job. You got to work hard. Quit goofing off. And it's like, no, we're gonna build this discipline of play because we want to become converted, and we're gonna be little children and move forward. So there you go. There's my little teaching about the discipline of play.